after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Adam Humphries from 6 yards away. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Goff finding fellow second-year man Higbee for a Rams first down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On the run, Dunbar trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
And now here's a carry heading left. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. A shotgun snap for Smith. Flush to his right. And some room to work. He finds an opening past the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get it down deep into line Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. Now a handoff as they run left side. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Here's Gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Gone. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this is off target to the left. What?
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Michael Brockers able to collapse the pocket and drop it for a loss of a yard. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to go down again. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Mannion. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Jackson with a grab over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. It's Smith being chased out left. Out to the left, it's complete to Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Smith throwing again. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Smith, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation.
All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Here's Mannion. Steps away to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. And now here's a carry heading left. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
And a way to stretch their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Green. All right, now. No. Check. Patriot.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. It's brought in by Doxson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And this one complete to Reed. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
All right, here we go. Watch it. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 31 yards that time. And the Rams are going to get a 1st down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll set up to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds Humphreys. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll look to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Adam Humphreys, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead is... The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. A gain of 3, second down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Smith now to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Second down following the run. They'll try the air now with Smith. Flushed out right. This one caught by Crowder. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a handoff as they run left side. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down at the 28. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown. The Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff. Fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And some room to run now. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Redskins going up against the Panthers.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down is Smith. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the... Looking to throw on second down. Smith. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to get him for a loss of 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now it's Smith. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Going with their tight end on 4th. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Lorenzo Taliaferro taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Smith to throw again. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. In motion right comes Funchess. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Smith to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Steps away, being chased out left. And this one is incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Newton now on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
In motion right comes Funchess. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own. But offense...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and long. It's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Slot man moves right. They run with Taliaferro. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. From the gun, here's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on third down, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On the carry, it's Taliaferro. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To throw on second down. Newton escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, Newton. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard. Attempt. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break. Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The slot man in motion right. Now it's Taliaferro. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Again, they run with Taliaferro. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
On 3rd down, Newton eluding the pressure right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action. It's Newton. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Smith. And incomplete here on third down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. It's Smith. It's brought in by Dotson. Josh Dotson. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Dotson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. So it was 4th down. They complete the short pass, and then boom, off to the races all the way to pay dirt.
And so many times in short yardage situations or on downs like this on 4th down, the defense gets a little more aggressive. So if you're able to pop it, right, complete a pass like that, it can break big afterwards, and that's exactly what we saw there. Short pass, long run.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Slot man moves right. This is Taliaferro. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
20. 20. 20. Come on now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
To throw on third down. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Newton. Finishes with a catch over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Panthers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. This is McCaffrey on the give. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. A 23-yard run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. On first down, Smith. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Thomas Davis able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 36. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Throwing is Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. From the red zone now, Smith. Flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll drop it off to P-Ryan, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Here's Smith. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Julius Peppers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long, it's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He finds Quick. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Washington 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. They give him a gain of 38. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Smith throwing again. Being chased out left. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a handoff working right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. The tight end Olsen in motion. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Their coaching staff.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Bengals going up against the Browns.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll run it here. This is Antonio Andrews. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
In motion now is Lee. And now running right through it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought. After the run.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Hey, we got four down!
Kaiser now from the 50. The Bengal pressure gets him. Second down, Kaiser. Flush to his right.
We play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurt.
Let's go! 190! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Third and long for Kaiser. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there.
The game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
This is away and a very good kick. Angled. Bradford now to throw on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see. But
coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Bradford on second down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive, not like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 10 yards still left on second down. Throwing again. Bradford. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Bradford. A dump off now to Hill. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right around the 26. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it'd be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push comes to shove here early, they've held the line. And neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Kaiser now on second down. Going up top. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. On third down, Kaiser. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Let's go!
Now Kaiser. A quick hitter complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Again, it's Kaiser. Buying time to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emerson Griffin in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. teaser from the gun on third. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, Bradford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And that'll set him back 5. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run with Darkwa. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Bradford flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll try to throw now. Bradford forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Being chased out left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Play action now. Bradford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Orleans Darkwa as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are in for 6. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's second down. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's Darquan. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Time running out here on the play clock. That's going to set him back 5 yards. First and 15 here behind the chains. Handoff as they run the counter play. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. From the gun, Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emerson Griffin in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw, Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Screenplay. Johnson. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go!
Kaiser now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Kaiser and the offense staying put. They're going for it.
Let's go!
They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And out now, here come the Bengals. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down, Bradford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side at the 23. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, Bradford. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Hill. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
And it's incomplete on the trickeration. Maybe time to put that play on the back burner for a while. That was nearly a disaster.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Got 3 down.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Looking to throw on second down. Bradford. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. Operating from the gun. Bradford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Bradford. And able to find Green. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. 43 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. To throw is Bradford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to go now. To throw on second down. Bradford escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Orleans Darkwa with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Johnson shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go.
From the gun, Kaiser eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Kaiser. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Brand 38.
2nd down, Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, Kaiser. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick, and he is all the way up past the 25.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now Darkwa. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run again now with Darkwa. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, here's Hill. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. He finds Humphreys. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 31 yards that time. And it'll give the Bengals a first down. Throwing, Bradford. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee.